on this moment.
Hello everyone, today we will present our project about contemporary issues that affect our generation. Smartphone addiction among adolescent and young adults, and technological concepts designed to reduce disaddiction from AI-based regulation. So our team is composed by four people.
Painful.
Calypso Crystal is our strategic leader. Me as the future analyst. Lino Ayo as a creative explorer. And Guillaume Cordonnier as our designer.
Okay. You are Ninong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Ninong. You are
Faustine.
Faustine. Oh yes.
Yeah,
I really like your names. My friend is Yulang. No?
Yeah.
Guillermo para los amigos. Okay. William. And what happens with Calypso?
Yeah, she's not here.
Oh, okay. I recall, so cold. Yesterday. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. But has be part of. No.
Yeah.
Was part of. Okay. Yeah, but presentation. Okay.
So
This part.
our work follows four mandatory phases. The first one is the dilemma. The second one is the investigation. The third one is the concept, and the fourth is finally the planning. So for the dilemma, over the past decade, smartphones have evolved from a communication device into permanent social environments and anchored in daily routine. Among adolescents and young adults, the smartphone function simultaneously as a social connector enabling permanent communication across groups and platforms, a status symbol reflecting identity and belonging within a peer culture, a work and study tool increasingly used for research, organization, and academic communication, and a source of entertainment, providing instant access to video, music, games, and memes. The application is infinite scroll mechanism, removing natural endpoint and in content consumption. The notification systems designed to trigger intermittent social rewards, algorithmic personalization, which optimize content for emotional engagement rather than user well-being. And this has produced a new cultural situation where adolescents are continuously connected but not necessarily in control of the connection. And we notice three key tension points. The first one is the connection versus dependence. So we notice that adolescents want to maintain strong social bonds and avoid exclusion, yet the same tools tend to produce habitual checking, compulsive scrolling, and emotional dependency. And the desire for social presence conflicts with the emergence of addictive patterns.
Okay.
The second one is the productivity versus the distraction. So smartphones facilitate learning, remote communication, and research, but the constant presence of entertainment feature fragment attention, reduce working memory, and encourage procrastination. What is designed as a multifunctional productivity tool becomes a distraction device in practice. and the autonomy versus the manipulation. Users believe they are freely choosing what and when to consume, but their behavior is heavily influenced by algorithmic curation systems optimized
Optimize it. Yeah.
for engagement metrics rather than well-being. And there is a growing gap between perceived autonomy and actual
Control.
behavioral control.
Okay.
So, sorry. uh, Resulting to an important dilemma. How can we allow adolescents to remain socially connected without falling into compulsive smartphone use that deteriorate attention, mental well-being, and digital autonomy?
So once we defined that dilemma, we had to make an investigation in order to define the target audience for us. Um, we had to observe daily behaviors, emotional contradictions, or frustration with the existing solutions, like mainly, for example, iPhone, where you can develop an app, but it's not really useful because you can unlock it when you want. The first profile we chose was the Insta Connected Teen. Um, it's the most of the people that are in college, for example. They have different feelings. They need to answer quickly, or they might miss some things. They need to be keep updated. Everyone is online. That's how they communicate because the main part of uh, the discussions between these teams are made online and not in online. Also, the notification help them stay in the loop. Um, they might feel mild anxiety when they are disconnected and have a fear of missing out something like the news, sales, or anything. The social pressure is really present for this type of people because they feel like they need to be kept updated of what's going on. The main reflexes are to open social apps frequently throughout the day, check notifications reflexively many times on the day. They use social network like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok mainly in scroll mode. They scroll for many hours and don't really
Yes.
are not really present and don't really remember what they saw during this time.
Okay, wait, it's so important for your case this. O sea, these profiles are so deep, so visible, so human. It's very important. So very important. Okay.
But we also saw that there might be some differences between the ages. For example, the first one between 16 and 20, and the second one that we see between 20 and 25 or even after.
Okay.
For the second profile, it's the phase where people are starting to realize that they have needs for attention, because,
Okay.
mainly for work or for their study. They feel that they need to be focused, not to waste too much time as they did before, as they are continuing to do. Their fund is both useful and harmful. It can help them, for example, in their study or in their work, but it also leads them to lose time every day on a social app, scrolling for many hours. They feel a real frustration about the loss of productivity and some guilt because it leads them to procrastinate for a long time. Uh, this leads to stress during exams, for example. Those people are not using their phone only for fun purpose. They also use it to study. So it's a mix between these two functions. They use TikTok, YouTube during breaks, and the danger is that it can be extended for a long time. You can say that you use it for 15 minutes, and 1 hour after you're still scrolling. Um, Many of them use, at least tries to use blockers, for example, but frequently disable them. So through these two main profiles, we identified three transversal pain points, which are first the loss of temporal control. The user often underestimate the usage time. As I said, they can go on TikTok for 15 minutes and stay there for 2 hours in the end and lose their sleep or productivity. It leads to mental well-being deterioration because they feel guilt mainly, and have anxiety, loss of sleep. All this is linked. They also have a reduced digital autonomy because they don't and we don't feel that we have control over the phone. We would like to use it for useful purpose, productivity purpose, but in the end, the phones keep showing us notifications and use our time. So for the concept,
Okay.
we imagined and asked ourselves what would be the perfect scenario. Um, so it would be that users stay connected while their smartphone protects cognitive resources, regulates impulsive behaviors, and encourage conscious choices. These are only
Conscious.
the good points of the use of the phone. So this is the concept we try to bring up.
Conscious, no?
So our
Hmm.
concept is kind of an attention coach smartphone. Uh, this would consciously learn from user habits, what time of the day they use it, what how many time they stay online, etc. It will detect vulnerable moments, like late at night before sleeping. It can lead to lack of sleep and and lead them to be exhausted. Uh, we can feel when there is an exam period, times when the phone is really used for working purpose. It should bring some temporarily restrict access to high stimulus app like scrolling. Provide conscious decision prompt. So the phone could taught by AI because it will be covered by AI with incentive,
Okay.
incite the user to have a more conscious.
Intuitive, no? Intuitive?
Yes,
Yeah.
to have the consumer to have a more think about the use of his phone.
Okay, to be conscious about that. Mhm.
Yes. So it will also offer insight and feedback on the progress during these habits. So
Oh.
we defined many different key points that will be useful to our
Mhm.
product. Um, First one is the product performance. This device is designed for cognitive
Okay.
health and digital autonomy. It's just not just communication. It's a whole ecosystem.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so
Ça va.
the ecosystem including smartphone, parental education, dashboard, and AI behavioral engine. The core process of the phone would be machine learning. The phone would learn by the time the user uses it to manage the time of usage more dynamically and efficiently. It would have different services, ongoing coaching, personalized reports, recommend routines, and sleep protection modes. That is really important. Um, the goal for us is to convince the user to be really engaged in the process. So it would be gamified, like there is progress, and user will
Okay,
try
gamified.
to get better and improve in the ladder of the progress of the phone. For the channel of distribution, we would pass by telecom operators, educational institutions, insurers, health agencies, and try to get support from official structures. So if we have to recap what the product and use the metaphor, our phone is
Attention
an attention
coach.
coach.
Okay.
Just as
I really like
sports coach helps their client to improve physical endurance,
Attention
over time
coach.
this smartphone improves attention, endurance, emotional regulation, and
Okay,
digital
okay, okay,
self-control,
okay.
creating a healthier digital lifestyle.
Attention coach.
So now to explain you fastly our planning,
Mm-hmm.
what we want to change is the behavior of the users. We aim to shift users from impulsive and emotionally driven interaction patterns to a deliberate and goal-oriented digital behavior. And we want to involve building self-regulation mechanisms to supported by technology instead of relying only on willpower. Why? Because we intend to reduce cognitive fragmentation
Cognitive orientation.
to allowing deeper focus during studies or rest. We also want to support mental health, especially for sleep and anxiety reduction. We also want to restore digital sovereignty by enabling adolescents to feel in control.
Digital sovereignty. Okay.
Yeah. And we want to educate families and institutions because it's a real problem by creating a common language around digital hygiene.
Okay.
What's the plan of action? First, we want to develop the smartphone hardware with a user-friendly design, with a high autonomy battery, and with a privacy-first architecture, with data processed directly on the device to avoid data leaks. Secondly, we want to build the behavioral AI engine.
AI engine.
The AI will be trained to identify compulsive
Yes.
usage patterns. It integrates contextual signals such as time of day, calendars, events, or fatigue indicators, and it provides adaptive restrictions and gentle prompts instead of rigid blocking. Then we want to design the user dashboard. It visually protected focus time and avoided distractions. It shows weekly trends and progress, and it promotes self-awareness rather than guilty or punishment. Then we want to work with partner with educational and health institutions through pilot programs in high schools and universities in collaboration with psychologists and cognitive scientists, and by integrating our solutions to digital well-being education programs. And finally, we want to develop communication and onboard strategies. How we will implement this model? We will work with industrial partnerships, such as smartphone manufacturers or hardware integrations.
Okay.
We also want to work with institutional partnerships
Okay.
with ministries of education, public health agencies, or youth NGOs.
Look at me. Look at me. Okay.
Also with
I need
healthcare
attention.
partnerships,
With your attention.
insurers or mutual health,
Mhm.
companies could subsidize the device.
Mhm.
And finally, with ethical and legal compliance,
Yes.
privacy by design, GDPR compliance, and transparent data handling.
Data drama.
Yeah. So to illustrate
Okay.
this with a concrete example, you can imagine a university student preparing for final exams. So he works for a very long time. It's a big study session, and the AI detects prolonged study time and identifies increased risk of procrastination. So the high stimulation apps such as TikTok or Instagram
Yes. High
automatically
stimulation.
switch to delayed access mode. The students receive conscious prompts like you are in high focus period. Would you like to postpone entertainment to for 25 minutes?
Okay.
Maybe. And maybe at night, the device detects fatigue and dims the interface, recommending offline activities.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the week, the dashboard reports predicted concentration times uh, with 4 more hours compared to the week before.
Mm-hmm.
It also shows reduced interruptions, minus 35% inclusive apps open, and also sleep consistency score improved. So to conclude, the DICP methodology enabled us to identify a relevant cultural
Okay.
dilemma, deeply understand real practices and pain points,
Yeah.
create a coherent, meaningful innovation concept, and translate it to a realistic action plan and indicators. So our attention coach smartphone does not isolate user from digital world. Instead, it reconcilies connectivity with autonomy and introduce healthier cultural model of digital interaction.
Okay. You are young people. What do you think? Oh, nice. What do you think about this idea?
Yeah.
Yes, you get it? Okay. You want to go? No. Okay. Yes, I have two ideas at the same time of you. You're a really, really very good person. Worry about young people, or maybe you are the next Elon Musk company
No,
trying to get money control the game.
we just care about you.
But
I
you,
swear.
yes, you could be both. No? Oh no. Being a real person, but controlling, yes, the game because this is the idea, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone else.
This is a trick. No? And this is the way that you have to sell it, no? Because you are not a parent,
No.
no? Saying to their kids, you are too bad, no. Like, no iPhone for, so that, no. You, you are a Pepe Grillos, no? No? This is really, big fun. Attention coach, no?
Yeah.
Attention coach that understand the different needs of the day. Because some days you need to be maybe Friday, you know. Today you are need to, oh, what happened? No, next, no. Where is the parent? No? Where is the parent? But not on Monday. No? Maybe you could be so.
That's why we put AI inside it to check if it's the right time to block apps or not.
Okay, and are being intelligent, no?
Yeah.
Not a classical app that
Yeah, not just blocking.
not just blocking, no? And that's a good idea. No, yes. Yeah, but in another part, you have another idea. I had a lot of notes of powerful words or phrases, no? But you you have already idea, but you have to be more synthetic too.
Yeah, it's a
If
long.
you are talking about attention, you have to be the words of attention.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
you are only three, and other groups are five, and be more quickly. Okay,
I don't think it will be so.
you have one idea, but you have to work on that more hard. Okay, you have to make it. But because of you are so confident about your capabilities, you make it so long. But when you have a good product, you have a good project, and you have, but you have to be simple, yeah? Because it's idea, the central idea of that, no? Okay, that's it. This um, but okay, some things. Okay, okay. We are. You have to. You highlight that we are going to personalize artificial intelligence. This is the way that artificial intelligence has to be, not a pleasant artificial intelligence. No. I Siri, give me the time. ChatGPT, can I make your a thesis? No, a thesis. You are so intelligent, no? And ChatGPT is like a slave, no? A very liar slave, no? Very liar. I want to get fraud in a bridge. Okay, you can prepare a bomb in the place. No, and it is not pleasant. No? And you have to highlight that, no? What is happening, no? Not paying attention, so frustrated, anxiety, but this you have to be more graphic, no?
Okay.
And what happened? We need an intelligent or I don't know, not pleasant in artificial intelligence. That's the principal idea. If you made it, you could. Y lo más ahora no de what a creator of ChatGPT? Remember the name? I forget the name of Salma, no? Salma, yeah, no? The one, the Google is okay? Because a young man need to be active, not be, no? No be, how do you say, regañado, no be bad.
Passive.
Yes, no? Not passive and not aggressive, not so, how do you say, dictator, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, dictator, no? Don't have to be in a
Yeah,
horizontal way, understanding, giving advice, lifting, no? Adapting, like a friend. Okay, that's how it is. You have to create a friend, but a good friend.
Okay.
A friend that remember, oh, you have to come early to, you know, no? Yeah, oh, you know what happened to you, no? Oh, wait, you are not wasting a lot of money. Oh, what happened to you? No, you are not feeling good, no? Okay? That's the idea. That's the idea, okay? Now, any, okay? That's all? Okay. Yeah. But be briefly, please. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're fine. Bueno, okay.